Welcome to Makerspace URI's online tutorial on how to use the MakerbotPrint software. If you are not using this software in Makerspace URI, then you will need to download it from MakerbotPrint.com. Once installed, you will be prompted to create a login, and after completing that, you will come to this interface. If this is the first time you have opened the software since downloading, the first thing you will need to do is add a printer. This can be found at the bottom right of the screen, where you can click the plus button. You will see that we have a couple different options here. Add a network printer, connect via IP address, or add an unconnected printer, which is what we will select. We have the Replicator Plus, so select that and close the window. Now you will see it says Replicator Plus at the bottom of your screen. Next, let's talk about our left side toolbar. This is where you will find some useful links. First is MakerbotPrint.com. By clicking this button, it will take you directly to their website. Next is Thingiverse.com. This website is a great resource where you can download and share STL files. Next is the MakerBot store. Finally, learning and support. So, now that we have discussed some of the available online resources, let's talk about how we set up for printing. First, we need to upload a file. We can upload an STL or OBJ file. To do this, we can either go to File Insert, or we can drag and drop a file from our desktop. Now once the file is in there, we can navigate the interface in a few different ways. If your mouse has a scroll wheel, you can zoom in and out by moving that, or you can rotate your view by moving the mouse while holding down the right mouse button. Now that we're back to a good view, let's talk about the menu on the right. Model View is active is how we are moving around the viewing space. Estimates and Print Preview will not become relevant until we export our file, so we'll talk about that at the end. Model Info gives you information about the current units that the model is being measured in. The most important thing to remember here is that whatever unit of measure the file was built in is what you want to be using in the software. Millimeters is usually standard. Next is Print Settings. MakerBot makes it really easy. Extruder type is going to be Smart Extruder. Print mode will be balanced. The only thing you may need to change is support type, depending on if your file has overhangs. If it does, you will want to select breakaway support. For this model, we do not need supports, so we will change it back to none. If you do wish to explore settings further, MakerBot does have a custom settings option. We are not going to talk about this further in this video, since it's usually not something that needs to be changed, but it is a good thing to know about. Next, we have Arrange. This will allow you to move your model around on the virtual print bed. You can change its position by clicking plus or minus, or you can click the model and move it to a new location. If you go outside the print area, the box will highlight in red indicating that you are outside the printable range. You can always click Center Model to reset the position. Next, we have Orient. This allows you to rotate the model on the X, Y, or Z axis by clicking plus or minus, or by typing in specific angles. Last, we have Scale. If uniform scaling is selected and you change the percentage to 200, the program will double the size of the model in all directions. But if you deselect uniform scaling, it will only change scaling in the dimension that you change. This can cause some weird stretching. Finally, if you click Scale to Max, it will keep the dimensions of your model uniform while scaling to the maximum size printable on the bed. Okay, let's get everything back to center. One additional hidden feature that may be useful is duplicating the model. If you select the model, then right-click on the mouse, you will find Duplicate, and a window will pop up where you can type in the number of copies you want to make. Click Create. You can move copies around, select multiple copies, and delete. If your bed layout starts to get a bit disorganized, you can always click Arrange Build Plate to align everything again. So now that the build plate is looking the way we want, we are ready to export. We will go to the bottom of our screen and click Export. Type in the file name and destination and click and save. Keep in mind that this process may proceed slowly as it slices all the layers and creates toolpaths. We are waiting for this program to say successfully exported file. Then we can see our material estimate, estimated print time if we were to start the print right now, and the time estimate. Please keep in mind that this is an estimate and almost always an underestimate. The larger the print, the more time it can be off by. So that's about it. If you have any questions, reach out to us at Makerspace URI.